Yo, you know what time it is? You know what we're here to do? Listen, today we're going to talk about a real sensitive topic. It's trending right now. It's a big deal, and we're going to have that conversation today. So it's been brought to everybody's attention via social media, of course, that there's a 36-year-old woman in Memphis. Okay. Apparently she came home and she found a 20-year-old under her daughter's bed. All right. According to the information that we got, apparently the 13-year-old girl invited this 20-year-old boy to the house, apparently snuck him in around 1 o'clock in the morning. Apparently at 1:30, mom came through beating on the door. Hey, there's a guy in there. I'm gonna put a bullet in him, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. All right, so let's let's have this conversation. All right. I'm gonna have this conversation. We're gonna talk about it morally and we're going to talk about it legally. First thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about it legally. And we're going to deal with address the young 36-year-old lady. All right. So you come home and you find a 20-year-old man under your daughter's bed. Excuse the light, we're at the range. I understand as a parent how that can be an extremely stressful environment. All right, let's start there. Okay. With that being said, legally, what can we do? All right. It is absolutely keen that you should be upset. You're a parent. Absolutely. There, under no circumstances should a 20-year-old man be in any close proximity or in that situation with a 13-year-old girl. Table that. We'll get back to that in a minute. Now I'm addressing this as a parent. In that moment, legally, if that individual, that 20-year-old man, if he is not posing a threat to you, or you are not witnessing a felony. That's the part. If you were witnessing him actually involved, you know what that means, we'll leave it there, in being involved with her, okay, that is a felony, totally different response. You found him under the bed, or he was found under the bed, or he was coming from under the bed, etc., etc., etc. Words were exchanged, all that'll come out in the wash. However, we do understand the idea of her being all the way upset. We completely understand the idea of her wanting to put hands on everybody involved, you name it. However, according to the law, you cannot, under any circumstances, shoot anyone that is not opposing a threat to you or a loved one so that it can be called self-defense. It has to be, you got to be able to articulate that. I say this all the time. You have to be able to articulate the reasons behind using said firearm as self-defense. Now, was she right for how she felt? Absolutely. Oh man, you have no idea the amount of rage a parent would have in that situation, unless you've been in that situation. All right. So I understand the wanting to respond based on how you feel in the moment, but you got to be careful. We got to know these laws and how these laws are written. Now, let's have a candid conversation about who's at fault. Now, we know legally it is not right in any state, in any fashion, for you to shoot someone in the back. If their back is turned to you, you cannot shoot them. Table that. We're going to have some charges to deal with that, ma'am. You're going to have to deal with that. This is a big old legal mess. All right, let's table that over there. Now, the moral conversation and the conversation of accountability. I'm going to approach this just like my dad raised me. Everybody want to be a man until it's time to take accountability for being a man. At the end of the day, sir, you're a man. I'm not going to call you a boy. You're 20 years old. The moment for everybody who turned 18 is Sunday morning. What's that? July 19th. It's 8:30. Everybody who turned 18 male last night, you are a man according to the law. Period. Point blank. We're not going to sugarcoat it. Number one, you were in proximity with this young girl, minor. She's 13. Okay. She is not at the age of consent. You're wrong. You're in the house. You're in someone else's house. You snuck in. Come on, man. You snuck in a house. Why is a grown man sneaking in a house? You're a grown man. We got to take accountability here, sir. If a young woman invites you to sneak into the house, no. Why you got to sneak? You're a grown man. Number two, it's a child. It's not the age of consent. And guess what? Even if it was the quote unquote age of consent, according to some states, you got to be within 2 years. You know what? Come on, man. She's not even, bro. Am I saying you should be unalived? I'm not saying that. I am saying, fellas, we have to take accountability. I don't care what she posts. I don't care how half naked she is. I don't care what she invites. I don't care what her social media looks like. I don't care about none of that. As a man, you have to be held accountable to where you deliver your meat pizza, bro. There is no, I have no, it's nothing to say. Should you be unalived? No. Should you be spending the rest of your life in prison? Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, I told my son the same thing. I do not care what any woman on this planet offers, what they suggest, none of that. You will be held accountable for the use of your meat. You got to take accountability. Me, look, man, my thoughts on the matter, sir. We got sirs. I'm not going to talk to him because he's not here. I'm going to talk to everybody else who's alive. Sir, you got to take accountability for your actions, bro. You got to. There's no other way for me to. I can't dress it up. I can't dress it up. Was the mom wrong for the improper uses of a firearm legally? Mom was wrong. Mom, you were wrong because you shot somebody in the back. That is against the law, regardless of what happened. He did not oppose a threat to you, and he did not oppose a threat to your daughter. All right. At the same time, you being upset, yes, I understand it. I wouldn't even say nothing if you whooped him from the moment you saw him on the bed all the way to the front door. But you can't unalive him, especially by you shoot him in the back. That's not that. But we do understand and we do sympathize with the 36-year-old mother for being enragedly upset about the situation. Absolutely, as you should be. As for the 13-year-old girl, that's a bad situation for her as well, because now she has to live with the results of her decisions at the end of the day. And hey, to close it out, man, I'm gonna go ahead and be real with y'all. I am going to put, y'all know me, y'all know how I do it. I was raised a certain way. Call it old school, call it whatever you want. The onus of this whole situation, I'm going to put it on the man, simply because you were the one who could have changed this entire situation. But say, first of all, why are you sneaking me in your mama's house? You know what? Scratch that. First of all, did you not know how old this girl was? Did you not know how old this girl was? You know what? Even if you didn't know how old this girl was, you sirs are going to have to start taking accountability for making sure you know the age of the women that you engage with. It's a lot of information you need to have about people before you sleep with them. I mean, hey man, no, you shouldn't be dead. You should be in jail. Moms, we got a legal mess. I don't foresee you getting away all the way. You're going to do some time. But I don't know. Of course, we got to go through the whole trial, jury, and got to do the whole due process thing. But I'm going to be real with y'all. Fellas, you got to do better. You got to start taking accountability. You got to start thinking. You know what? Let's start thinking so that there's less to be accountable for in the derogatory sense. Okay? Number one, you're a grown man. It is what it is, bro. You got to start thinking. Because you, fellas, all this sneaking, you ain't got no reason to sneak nowhere. Don't sneak in nobody's house, period, point blank. Absolutely. You sneaking in the house, you've already committed to doing something you know you ain't got no business doing anyway. And I'm going to say it again, fellas, you got to start taking accountability for where you deliver your meat pizza. In this case, everybody's life has been altered for the worst. The young man, he's unalived. The mom is probably going to be in jail for quite some time. I do not foresee her getting life because the whole crime of passion and all of that. But yeah, it's a bad situation for the city of Memphis. It's a bad situation for the community. And again, I understand every single person that wants to justify this shooting. The shooting itself is not justifiable at all because he was shot in the back. Now, if there was an altercation in that house and she plugged him in the chest, all right, I do not, under any circumstances, subscribe to the idea that all of the onus should go on this young 13-year-old for for her involvement in the matter. I will say that when it comes down to accountability, she comes in third place. Did she make mistakes? Did she make wrong choices? Absolutely. But on the tier of responsibility, she comes in third place. First place comes in the fella. Sir, all of this is on you. Second place goes to mom. Mom, you're the second adult in the situation. Third place, we're going to talk about the child. Look, man, I know y'all don't like it, but I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to drop this information. I'm here to give you the correct information. Mom, nope, excuse me. Sir, you had no reason. All of this is your fault, 1000%. You had no reason to be entertained by the likes of a 13-year-old girl, especially sleep. No, period. Especially the fact that she's 13-year-old. That's what yeah. You wrong as how my mama said, you wrong as two left shoes. You wrong as two left shoes, bro. So I do not subscribe to defending him at all, outside of the fact that he should not be dead right now. Unless he was a threat, he should be on trial to handle business and run the due process as needed. He also should not have been there. Had you not been there, we wouldn't have this conversation. I wouldn't be making this video. You would be alive, sir. But because you were there, and that's the why behind the what. I do not subscribe to this whole calling her out, the little 13-year-old girl, oh, it's her fault, oh, she fast, and oh, she this. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I don't care what she posts on social media. I don't give a damn what she posted on her social media. I don't. You had no business messing with that 13-year-old girl, 20-year-old sir. You damn sure had no business sneaking in the house. Do I think you should be dead? No. But I think you should be in jail. Mom, it's a tight situation legally. It's going to be hard to get out of this one. And that's all I got to say about that. Take accountability. You want to be a man? Man up. Love y'all.